right, good afternoon. We wanted to welcome you to SEAD University with Spook and Kittyhawk. Spook and I, we do most of the SEAD for our group, and we're excited about these new decoys that came out today. This is going to change everything about taking on SAM sites. The fact that the Hornet can carry 12 of them, you pretty much can run the SA-10 completely out of missiles.
That you can.
So we're looking forward to testing this. This is we've done a couple tests already, so we're trying to get it perfect for you guys.
All right, Spook's got a good jet. I'm launching.
All right, I'll be right behind you. We're taking off from Cyprus on a beautiful Syria map.
Off a very short runway.
Off a very short runway. I think this is Kingsfield.
I believe you're right. And I passed those power lines so I can start to breathe again.
Yeah, they got a light pole right at the center line of the runway. That it's just got your name on it.
Got my jet on it. Little tattoo. All right, I'm turning waypoint 1. Big birds gotta look at me from here.
Hey, SA-10 is no joke.
They are. That is an extremely capable system.
Now correct me if I'm wrong, but the big bird is for the high altitude. And
It is.
The clamshell is for the low altitude.
That is correct. And the clamshell doesn't have the range of the big bird because it's low altitude. It can only go so far.
I see a lot of people targeting the clamshell and the big bird. Does that bring the SA-10 sight down?
No, it does not. The track radar is the target. That is the only thing, up until a recent update, that is the only part of an SA-10 that you can strike to bring it down. I understand now that the command post will do it as well, but I consider the track radar the kill shot.
I could see going after big birds and clamshells if you have a large group or a large formation, some of the people targeting things like that. But me, everything I got's going on the track radar.
Agreed. Agreed. Now, I understand that that weapon system can be linked to other command posts. And perhaps another, if I were modeled, another command post could jump in there and take over. But again, I consider the track radar to be target 1. Now, my understanding from what reading I've done on this weapon system, the decoys are kind of draggy. And it's been taking a lot of power early to accelerate from cruise to supersonic, which I like to be supersonic to release these. I'm not sure if they are in real life cleared for a supersonic release, but I'm having success with it so far in DCS.
So those decoys, they're not powered, they depend on your aircraft and your speed?
Yes. They are like JSOW in that respect.
So you have a total of 12 on your jet. And,
I do.
I'm carrying 2 arms and 4 Jason.
Very good. Yeah, I'm going to weapons designate waypoint 1. It's important the jet be pointed in the right direction since the weapons are not guided. I think it'd be a good idea just to line your jet up with the waypoint marker and try to keep it there. I notice I get a air-to-ground rocket aiming reticle on my heads-up display. You don't really have, it's not floating or anything. You don't have to line it up with the target. But it's here nonetheless. Or whatever. My attack plan will be to run in jamming, and it's been my experience that the SA-10 track radar will lock onto you several times before it actually shoots when the jammer's on. It's having trouble acquiring you, and I will start releasing no later than 35 miles out. If they get on to me quicker, I will release quicker. I'm at 65 miles out. I'm going back into burner.
All right. I'm going to drop this center line and go back into burner too.
Military procedure would be, but I'm giving it a couple of seconds between each weapon release to give them room.
Right. Because you don't want 2 missiles. I mean, 1 missile to take out multiple.
Right.
I've made that mistake with Jason.
Crossing Mach 1. 50 miles out. Feeling the drag because not accelerating through Mach 1 like I'm accustomed to with a load of Jason, for example. Jammer to active.
Yep, jammer's on active.
At 40 miles. And I'm getting my first lockup. First lockup is stopped. Second lockup, and I'm at 35 miles. I'm releasing. Third lockup. All weapons away, evading left.
Copy.
of them than me.
The SA-10 is going ham.
I'm getting another lock.
Magnum again.
Back radar.
A harm actually made it through. Not that the SA-15 might try and get it. It did. Well, it seems like the JSAWs are cooperating this time, no?
That's good. That's good.
Alright, looks like all the decoys are down. But they did their job.
Good.
I'm looking at the SA-10. There's not a single missile left in them. So they're completely useless.
Those decoys do an excellent job of soaking up missiles.
Right, right. They're definitely missile magnets.
Right, and I'm sure in a real life situation, this would be a lot more cost-effective attack because those decoys are nowhere near as expensive as JSOW.
Right, right. I can imagine it's a huge cost saving. All right, the SA-19 and he's trying, but more JSAWs than he can handle, I believe. I may have spoke too soon. Alright, track radar's down.
Radar's down. Got an SA-18 while you were at it.
Yeah, that poor little guy. Little man pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong place at the wrong time.
Definitely. So that works pretty well. Without exhausting. Normally we need at least 3 planes to guarantee a hit like that.
That's correct. It's a lot more efficient. We can do a little more with fewer airframes.
Right.
We normally send 3 jets, each with 4 JSOW and 2 harm.
Right.
And have a pretty similar attack profile in terms of distance, like firing 37 miles or 35 miles out the harm, and then following up with the JSOW as soon as we're locked on if we're not already locked on.
Right.
And then do a evade, because one of the targets is us, and we're soaking up missiles too. Just hopefully they don't get to us. And I will say how nice it is to be to attack an SA-10 and not be shot at.
Yes, yes. Like you said, our normal tactic is to wait until it actually locks us up, so that we can absorb some of the missiles.
Right, and get out of the way. Hopefully we don't absorb the missile to the extreme.
It's happened.
I am showing 64 miles to the runway.
Okay, I am 71 miles.
How far behind me were you when you shot?
I probably was about 10 to 12 miles behind you when I shot.
And what's your fuel state?
I have 7,000 miles.
About 7 miles behind.
I am 7 miles behind you right now.
I know the Big Bird's still up because I'm still seeing it on my radar warning receiver, but we don't care about the Big Bird.
Not at all. All the rest of those radars mean absolutely nothing without the track radar.
That's right.
I could go and have a party right there, and they couldn't do a thing. Yes. You know, DCS gets more beautiful every time I fly, and
it does.
It's just something else. I'm very happy that I got involved with it.
I thoroughly enjoy it.
I look back at the progress that's been made just since I've been flying. I'd say about 2 years. I look back at some of the old videos at 2.5 and you know, things like that, and I'm like, wow, what progress they have made.
It is really looking nice.
They had some really good things for the Apache in this update. I can't wait to try out a few of those.
That will be nice.
Yeah, they got the hover hold and things like that, and you can lock on the target, moving targets now. You used to have to manually track them, which is a lot harder than you think.
They've got some more nice things coming for the Hornet in future updates, but Hornet's getting pretty close to being done. I'm hitting 35 miles out. I'm going to go ahead and start descending.
All right. It's a fantastic program. I mean, a fantastic module. I absolutely love the Hornet.
about to form up with me. Is that right?
I am trying. What's your speed in the box?
378.
Is the Hornet one of the planes that you would suggest people get new in the DCS?
Oh, certainly when they're ready for something that's pretty, very well modeled. But be prepared to work at it.
Right.
I'm turning on heading 280. Be prepared to work at it, because with all that complexity comes a learning curve. Lots of good videos out there on how to do it.
Right. Absolutely. There's one guy, well, there's a few actually that I really like. Deepak and Tricker, Overkill, they all make very good videos.
Spooks on the ground.
All right, let me try and put this together.
All right, good video, good mission.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with what I'm seeing on this decoy, and what we might be able to do with it in more complicated air defense systems. What did you have out there? You had an SA-10?
There was an SA-15, SA-19, ManPad, and SA-10 with my standard 6 launcher, so 24 missiles.
Okay, that was quite a nice array for just 2 jets
Right.
to attack and to take down.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.